Don't you look at me, I've tried to be as open as I can. Why don't you look at me, I'm tired of being the invisible man. The invisible man. Oh, the invisible man.
Well, hello and happy New Year to everybody. It's Ryan from the Invisible Man, bassist for World Domination. We're going to end bassism one way or another. And we're happy that you could join us today. And joining me, as always, is the very talented and much more handsome Mark David Stollard. As we had indicated in our comments, we had some very minor technical glitches to work through, but we are just gonna power on through. And if well, it wouldn't be an Invisible Man show without some kind of goofy little burp like this at the beginning. But Mark, how's everything looking on your end?
I need to do this. Yeah, so this is going to be this is the problem we're having. Every time I speak, I show up on Zoom. This shouldn't be happening. So I am going to switch over. So we'll have to do this manually.
Okay. Well, I'll leave you to.
Yeah, you carry on. I just got to set up everything. Here we are. Okay, how's that?
Yeah, there we go. I think that should be a little.
And then I can just switch between the two. There we go. This is going to be a fun show, right? It's going to be nuts for me. Okay.
Okay. Well, without further ado, everybody can return from the edge of their seats. We have with us today a great way to start off the our new year. It was getting actually really hyped up, reminding of my younger days listening to the Seattle band grunge series of bands that came out of there in the mid 90s all the way up into the early 2000s. Grinding their way out of the rough and tumble of Youngstown, Ohio comes Glass Alice. We're very excited to have you guys here. Welcome, Glass Alice.
Well, thank you. Thanks for having us.
How you guys doing?
Good, really good.
Very good. So, are you guys are in Ohio currently right now?
Yes, we are.
Excellent. What's it like in Ohio right now? We're not at our seasonal norms. It's usually an ice box in Manitoba. Right now, we're currently hovering right around the melting point.
Yeah, we're actually this is the first day we've had sun in like 29 days, but the sun's out and it's like 40 degrees maybe.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's not too bad for January.
Yeah, no kidding. Especially when you're expecting a couple feet of snow and some blowing and drifts and all that. So hey, well, let's not complain too much on that.
Yeah, there's enough to complain about this whole year.
Let me just interrupt you very quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, looks like I've solved it. I have to be on this view. All right. Okay, we're good. Yes.
Very good. All right. So first of all, why don't we give a quick roundtable? Give us a shout out. Who's everybody? What do you do in the band? And tell us a little bit about yourself as you go around.
My name is Mike. I'm the guitarist and lead singer of Glass Alice.
Oh, shit. This is Eric. I'm a lead guitarist, and me and Mike pretty much started Glass Alice about 2 years ago. So, yeah.
Philip?
I'm Philip. I'm the bassist. And,
Woo! Go bass, bro.
Right on. Yeah. And I just like all things musical arts and creativeness. That's about it.
Boy.
I'm Yansky. I'm the drummer percussionist. I like to add the percussionist because I like to bring into play a cowbell, tambourine, whatever percussion instrument.
Okay, hold the mic close to your face.
As long as it fits.
And I think I speak for everybody when I say you can't get enough cowbell.
That's it.
That's what's going to push us over the edge, Mark. We need a cowbell. We'll just hang it on the top of my bass there, and every once in a while I go ding.
Yes.
You guys heard the album with Bitten and Gravity and stuff like that? Well, John came in after that, and he fucking crushes the drums. He broke the drums stick on the first audition, and we're like, we gotta have this guy, because if you notice, the drums are a little weak in that, in the first couple songs compared to where we want them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, um, yeah, I joined the band October 7th, and during that week on a Thursday, they came over. The audition was on a Saturday.
So, sorry to interrupt you. Can you hold the mic closer to your face?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
There we go. Okay,
And
great.
so Mike and Eric sent over 3 songs. One was Sucker Punch, and the other 2 was Broken and Tug of War, which is going to be on the next album. And those songs are killers. And so during the audition, I did a warm-up on the drums, and those guys were really impressed with that warm-up. But I wanted to play those other songs for them. And during the, I did Broken first, and I noticed, like in the middle of the song, I wasn't getting no response from my kick, my drum, my bass drum, no response. So I looked down, and the beater responded, and then it kept playing, and then it just went right into the drum head. So I broke my drum head during the audition, and then, sorry, and then I stopped and I said, no, guys, I want to finish the song because I really enjoy playing this song. So all I did was move the beater down, and everything went great. So that's a pretty funny story during the audition.
Yeah, John's brought a lot to Glass Alice, without a doubt. His drumming is another level for us.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, that's great. I mean, I know you guys are obviously influenced by the grunge scene, but you didn't have to actually break your kit and like, you know, like, I mean, that's it right in the heart of grunge. But I mean,
Right? Yeah, we're.
almost makes me think of I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Germs, the 1970s punk band Germs, and how Don Vito, I can't remember his last name, but he's the guy who tried out for the drums. And he ended up bringing his, like, packing up. He was from, I can't remember if he was from Iowa or Idaho or like somewhere not close to LA. Heard the music, drove out there and auditioned in like the bathroom of the whiskey for them. Just set up his drum kit in there, and it was like that's how he got the gig.
Catch someone's eye that way. How about Pat Smear though?
Oh yeah, well he was like buddies with Darby Shaw for like ever, right?
I don't know about that. Pat Smear, the guitarist.
Yeah, no, he's pretty tight.
So Mike and Eric, you've known each other since high school, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So how long were you friends before you realized that you had some kind of future in music together?
Yeah, we weren't really friends in high school. He ran with another crowd. I ran with the crowd, and he had a band. I forget their name, but I was also in another band. We opened up for him, and he heard the talent, and he dropped the other band, and there we are. You know, we started working together, and we did that for a few years. It was another band of ours, and then, you know, we kind of separated, went our own ways, you know, lived life for a while, and there was always something missing. So we went back to, he called me up one day he lived in Florida at the time, called me up and asked if I still wanted to play, and it was been a while, so I was like, oh, I'll try it, and here we are.
Oh, nice. So you both actually taken some time off for various reasons.
Yeah.
So how easy was it for you guys to come back after such a long break?
Actually, for me, it was easy. I had a lot of, I don't know, artistic ready to come out. So yeah, it wasn't too bad. You know, we worked together for a while.
Yeah, before I even moved back to Florida, me and him started remotely working, you know, writing, and just to see if we could come up with some stuff. And it sounded really good. And then we were recording ourselves. So we made a half-assed demo that we did ourselves and got it up on Spotify. And then we started getting, you know, some calls. And then Jim Ward from Cleveland, and the producer, he called and wanted to produce our next EP. So that's what drove us to Cleveland. But we had to throw a lot of shit together at the last second. Like, we didn't have a bass player. We didn't have a drummer. Me and him haven't played together in 5 fucking years. And we got a show and then the studio like 2 weeks later. So it's just, it was, you know, pretty much like a whirlwind right off the bat.
All right.
But, you know, great. But I almost passed out the first show when we went up to play. I'm like, dude, I don't think I could do this. You know, it's been 5 years. But, you know, but me and him, we write. That's the main thing. Try to make good music and really just make it about that, and that's what we enjoy doing. It's writing.
Right. Yeah, actually, I put my music on hold for about 20 years. I think family and career took over, and it was a little difficult to get back in for me. But it's a lot easier now. Well, when I met Ryan, just because it's easier to share the stage with someone, right? You've got someone, you got a reason to practice, you got a reason to get together. But yeah, doing it as a solo act was tough. But yeah, so appreciate that.
Yeah, it's definitely good to have bandmates. I don't know if I could be a solo artist.
Yeah. Well, sometimes I have to because Ryan's a busy guy.
Yeah, between working full time and having a family, I've got a little 3-year-old daughter and a little boy on the way. So whatever little time I have, it just gets portioned out. So sometimes Mark will be like, "Hey, can you make this?" I'm like, "Nope, you're doing this solo. I just can't."
Yeah.
So.
Oh, Ryan, can I get you to turn your mic down? I just had a thought. If I can get you to turn your mic down, then I can boost everybody, and I don't have to adjust it manually.
Yeah, give me a sec here.
Yeah, there we go. Then I can have my full attention. You guys can have my full attention.
Alrighty, so we got a couple of comments here from our live audience here joining us on Facebook. First of all, Happy New Year to everybody who's wishing Happy New Year all around. We're all glad that you're joining us, healthy and safe. Our first comes from Ron Zaragoza, a former guest of the show, asking, are you guys touring or do you have plans to tour? How often do you rehearse together? Do you guys have a label?
Okay, let's start backwards. We do have a label. We're with Super Delicious Records they're out of Colorado. And we were down for a while because of obviously COVID, so we practiced maybe 2 or 3 times, and then basically we had to take a break because I was exposed and everything else to COVID, and so we've just now getting back into the groove of it all, and this is our first getting back together for about a month, so we're excited. And are we on tour? Are we going on tour? Would love to go on tour, so pick us up and put us on tour, but no, we don't have no plans as of now until spring.
And I'm gonna just make the assumption here, but the other question also coming from Ron is, are you guys Nirvana fans? And I'm gonna have to go ahead and say that's
yes, very much so.
Yeah. Funny though, I mean, I was okay with Nirvana. We weren't like trying to be like them whatsoever, We get compared to them all the time, but I think it's just the raw sound we have than it is. I don't think we sound more like Nirvana, but yeah, we get compared a lot, which is I'll take that compliment,
Yeah, well, it's clear in the style of music and just like the sound that you guys have put on your guitar. It's pretty obvious that you're influenced by that grunge scene, right? So I mean, obviously, getting compared to Nirvana, which you could argue was like top of the cream, like the cream of the cream. There, like,
yeah, I've been called worse things.
Exactly.
That's for sure.
Being compared to Nirvana is not necessarily a bad thing. Right, so we'll take that. Anyways,
okay, you know what we've been? Oh, you have some more comments over there, right?
Yeah, came in. We've got a comment here that says, "Glass Alice kicks ass. Keep the rock music coming." So good on you, gents. And are you guys still writing any new songs?
Oh yeah, we are. That's all we've been doing since we've been down with this COVID. Me and Eric do a lot of remote recording, and we got right now. I think we're running around 10 new songs that we're planning on putting on our next album. And definitely, you can see the progression of the band and how it's coming together. It's really coming together well. It's a little more complex, I think, but it sounds great.
Right on. Excellent.
Real quick, the first album that was like 2 years ago, and those songs were the first 3 we did. So we didn't really even have a chance to really work on stuff like Gravity. We did it that week. So the stuff me and Micah are working on now. I mean, our next album is going to be our main one. Even a couple of songs on that the label wanted to put on, they were just demos that me and him recorded, like Sucker Punch. That's just a demo, So I can't wait to get the new one out, basically.
Right on. Yeah. Those last couple of questions coming from Nicholas. I'm going to say this wrong, but fans of the show know that pronouncing people's names wrong is my thing. Nicholas
Vicarelli.
Yeah,
He's one of my
Vicarelli. There you go.
buddies. Yeah,
There you go.
What's up, Nick? I see you, buddy.
There you go.
Yeah, that's my buddy. What's he asking?
No, those last couple questions are coming
Okay.
coming straight from Nick. So I just
Okay.
want to give a quick shout out because there's a new face that I hadn't seen. And Nick, that's my thing to mispronounce people's last names. So please forgive me.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if you had called out already. I just want to say hi to Pauline Santoro and the lovely Sherry Cairns, who's very special to me. My wife has joined us as well.
Well, that's good. She has to put up with you a lot, and so at least I think she's thanking me for getting you out of her hair for at least an hour today. So,
Oh, and
My wife, I bet you my wife totally agrees getting me out of her hair too. She's not my biggest fan right now. Let's just put it that way.
yeah.
No, I mean, we also have to say hi to my mum, who's watching from England on YouTube. So, hi, Mum.
Hello, Mark's mom.
Hey, Mark's mom.
And you know,
I think it's probably a good chance for you guys to get up there and give us a song. What do you say?
Yeah, sounds great. We'll play the first song we'll play for you guys. It'll be "Bitten."
All right, everybody, this is Bitten. Get ready for
Okay.
our first song of the year from Glass Alice.
Okay. Yeah, so sorry about the some of the technical issues there. The audio's up a bit up and down, but I think we've kind of solved that. And the video issue, I will have to. I was hoping to give individuals like Ryan and the band their own spot next to me, but I couldn't get that to work. So they have to share the screen. So here we go. So I guess we already. I'll get ready for the performance.
All right. This one's called "Bitten."
It was great. Thanks, guys. Here we go.
Oh, well done, gentlemen.
There we go. Yeah, so that's the first time I think we've actually had someone perform on stage on the show. So the audio is not as good as it could have been, but I think considering all things considered, that sounded pretty good.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, we're just knocking off a little bit of the rust too. I was a little iffy on that one. You know, it's just getting back into the groove with everything. You know, this whole year has been crazy. So.
Yep. Yes.
Yeah. No, that's totally understandable. Yeah. So everybody who's joining us here, yeah, we do have we have had some technical issues throughout the getting set up, but we were able to work through them. And if you want a better quality, go check them out at on their website. You guys got a website, and you're on Spotify. So why don't you go? What's your website there? So
it's www.glassalicemusic.com.
Glassalicemusic.com. Yep. So good. We got lots of comments here from our audience. Lots of claps, thumbs ups. Rocked. It was perfect. Welcome.
I
to
dropped
rock
my pick right in the middle of the song.
I found that completely distracting.
Lots of positive feedback from our audience here. So, Glass Alice, interesting name. How did you guys come up with Glass Alice?
Well, that was Mike. We suck at trying to come up with names. It must have took 6 months. We come up with the name. We're like, this is awesome. 2 days later, like, it sucks. He's like, I hate it too. So finally, like, he's just like, fuck it, just what do we call it? Glass Alice. And we're like, dude, that's good with me. You know. And then a week later, like, it still sounds cool. So
it still sounded good.
That's trying to get the logo for it. I can't do it. I don't think the person in the band should create their own logo. I cannot. one. You know, it's crazy.
Yeah, no, Mark and I probably went through something similar. I don't think it was quite 6 months, but it was a couple of weeks where we're throwing names back and forth. And then Mark came to rehearsal at my old place, and he goes, I came up with a name. He says, what is it? It's all in the mind. Yeah, no, that's good. Let's do it. Let's roll with it. And
yeah, that's actually not bad. You know.
Yeah, that's where it was. So to me, always the bands that I've played in, we've always had we always go forward and we get a couple of good rehearsals and start getting into a groove and get familiar, and then you have that fateful day, the naming day, which is the make or break for the band. So you're like, yeah, we got a good thing going on here. So we sit down after rehearsal and play about spend 2 hours and a case of beer and a pizza later, coming up with names from cool to clever to stupid, and then you never see them again.
I've been in a lot of bands. I never got to name the band or anything, and they were terrible names. So I was in a band called Sindava, Tainted. What else? What was the Face Punch? I mean, Face Punch was the last one. So I think Glass Alice is a little better than all those. So
yeah. I played in a metal band just actually same time that Mark and I started recording. We were doing sort of there, and we called ourselves the Small Town Antics. In fact, the Antics are still playing together since I left. I left because I couldn't handle 2 projects and a family. I was going to have a meltdown. And trying to work full time just wasn't going to happen.
And you picked the right one.
I think so. I picked the one where I could get the most gigs because we don't have a lot of metal venues in Winnipeg anymore. So pick the one that would have the most amount of gigs. But I played in my fair share of stupidly named bands or bands that we named and then never played or played one gig and move on. But with Mark, we started in 2013, so 7 years we've been playing together.
Yeah, about that.
Mostly off and on a bit though.
And we've just started working on our second CD, and we got.
Oh wow! Do you
we
guys
got 3.
record yourselves? Do you guys record yourselves?
Yeah, we record
Yeah,
ourselves.
it's almost the way to do it. Mike and I are almost there right now, being able to record just as good as almost the producer. So, I mean,
Yep.
it's
And I also do.
there. Just
So we got I did the rough tracks, or my part, which I'm just the rhythm guitar and vocals. So I've recorded 4 or 5 tracks now. We're waiting for Ryan's bass, but I've already created the animated music videos for 3 of them.
you know what? That's the only good thing about this COVID thing is it's given us time to really fucking focus on work. You know.
Yep. Yes, it has.
Yeah. So, what do you guys think is going to happen after this? You know, I don't know if things are going to go back the same. They're saying it's going to be a rush of tons of bands trying to fill in. You know, small. You know, it's going to be. I don't know. I guess.
Yeah, I think
Every band in the world's going to be out there.
Yeah, it's really I think the big unknown is how long will it be till everything's wide open? It's like how many people can be vaccinated to the right amounts to make it safe. I think that it would be really nice if at the end of all this is that we come. So I've got a bit of an echo. I'm not sure whose that echo is kind of putting me off. I'm just going to mute my speaker for a second. And I think it'd just be nice if after all this, where we've been helping each other out online, is if we can help each other out on stage. So when we do get a gig, maybe invite 1 or 2 other bands on as well, and we could put on a real show rather than just individuals putting on a show. The 3 bands can put on a show together.
Just real quick, following you up on that. What about the venues? I don't know if they're going to make it. You know, a lot of them are in trouble.
No.
You know, even I got a friend that works out by the whiskey in LA. They might all go down. You know, I mean, so things might be completely different.
I think what'll end up happening is something
Spotify.
similar.
That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, I think what'll happen is something similar that happened towards the end of the '80s with all those punk bands or like punk friendly venues shutting down '80s. And then it all kind of goes underground, and it'll be people having backyard parties. It'll be people having outdoor festivals, and that's how it's going to be for a while, because that's the only way you're going to be able to have bigger crowds that can properly, keep distance and keep people safe. So if we have to keep doing that, so I think it's just going to be like that. I think it'll be more DIY, and independent music's going to go.
Would you think it's going to stay online? Because it seems like people don't even want to get together like that anymore, to where it might all just turn fucking digital, That's
People always want to go see a live show, and if you want to book us, we'll come to your birthday party. I promise.
Right on. Yeah. No, I think it'll probably morph into some kind of hybrid, right? Like, I mean, I was listening to you guys sound check and just listening to that last one. I was like, man, I just want to so badly be in that room with you guys and with like a bunch of people and, like all that stuff. I really just want to be there. But then I can understand and respect the reason why somebody might not necessarily want to be there either. Right. So I think it's going to morph into a thing. Right. I think it's just going to become where you'll be able to have, if you could have 100 people there, you're going to have 60, and the other 40 will just tune in live. It's not going to be the same.
In their pajamas at home.
Yeah, exactly.
In their pajamas at home watching,
Exactly. So I think that's just what it's going to be. It's probably how it's going to be for a while, and then all of a sudden we're going to get to a point where we can actually start having.
This might have just been. So this situation may just have given the permission to some musicians who just don't want to go out live, but they're really comfortable playing in front of their computer. So we may just bring out more people in this area. I prefer to be even in a coffee shop with 4 people watching. I'd rather be out there live and dancing around and sweating in front of people and singing.
Yeah,
as well.
I like being on stage also. There's something about it.
Yeah, no, it's. I don't think because Mark, we've never been able to play together in the same band or in the same room since this whole thing started. So usually when we're gonna promo a song, Mark plays his guitar and sings his vocals. So I don't have a chance to really play. So I'm itching to get back on stage. I really want to get back on stage. I got like this many instruments that have to get used, and more. There's more that aren't even on there. So it's like I want to get out there. I want to start playing again. So it's but I certainly can understand where someone who's new or has written their first 4 songs and is too a little bit too nervous to get on stage. I can see why this would be a good potential step in, right? It's not like mine where it's like, oh, you can play? Here's your guitar. Get out on stage.
Right.
Ryan, can I get you to try put on your headphones? See if that'll help with the echo.
Sure. Hang on.
There's a comment from Ron Zaragoza. We can all put on hazmat NASA suits and party. Oh, are your speakers off, Ryan?
Yep, they're off now.
Okay, I think maybe the echo is coming from you guys. Can you maybe point your mic away or move your speaker? There we go. We'll figure it out.
That should be a lot better now.
Yeah, let's see if I'm not hearing any echo. I was hearing a bit of echo from me.
Okay, we're good. That's it. We got it. I'm not hearing anything now. Good. Perfect. Thank you. So Shalim Hussein says, bring the Invisible Man show live if the venues will allow it with multiple artists. Great idea. Which has been a plan right from the very beginning. So we're hoping as soon as we were ready to go live, we were locked down. Oh!
Yeah,
You guys do any shows?
And that's been a pipe dream. It's actually from our original concept of the show, even though it's not how it got premiered and debuted. We had thought really big and wanting to have as many people on, maybe like 2 or 3 bands and promo them that way. But then it just got pared down, and then Mark and I said, it started off small, and then we've grown since. So
you guys practice and rehearse like basically online, virtually?
We haven't really had a chance to rehearse. It's more like Mark will say, "Hey, I'm working on this. Check this out."
You.
Or
That's kind of what we do.
a riff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll send him a riff, and then he'll add to it, or he'll put lyrics to it, or
That's the way to do it now. You don't really need to rehearse if you already have you can just work on your own part without 3 other people banging shit and stuff where you can't concentrate live. So it's kind of nice. You can really focus in on your work.
The thing I really miss though about that is that feedback. I guess it's a little different for Mark and I because it's just the 2 of us, right? Where it's like we play something and we might stop halfway through and be like, whoa, that sounded good on its own, but let's try it a little differently this way instead of like playing 5 or 6 times through it and being like, no, that doesn't really work too well. So I miss that input, but I certainly understand what you mean. When I played the other band, it was a 5-piece, and it was like you can't stop anything. The song is started; it's not going to stop until it ends, right? So
That's it.
So yeah, that's all there is to it. So what do you figure, Mark? We going for song number 2?
Yeah, actually, you had a couple of songs, right?
Yeah. We'll do 2 more songs for you. We'll do
Sounds
Gravity and Oh Boy.
Perfect.
What's the levels? The levels okay? Do we need to adjust anything? Any quick adjustments on the levels? Because it's our first time doing this, so.
If we can get the
Are
mic.
you guys
If the
able
sound
to?
sucks, we'll make it up. We'll get better at this, basically.
Yeah. Are you guys able to boost the vocals just a little bit?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Here we go. And this is the wonder of a live show. Oh, we got the echo back. I guess I moved something. Okay. So we have actually, we've got a question from Ron we can ask when they get back. Nicholas, okay, I'm not going to pronounce the last name, for Nicholas V. These guys recorded on cassette tape back in the day, and so did I. But actually, I think when we did it, it was the 8-track had just stopped being popular. Anyhow, let's move over and we'll let the guys do the show. Oh, or should we? Okay, you know what? Well, while they're setting up there, I will just remind everybody if you can subscribe to the various channels, follow, and share as well. So obviously, the more people that we get in the audience, the more fun these shows get, and the more encouragement we get as well. It's just nice to know that we have people watching. So yeah, thanks so much, and we'll hand you back over to the show. Here we go.
We're ready. Let's subscribe. I know what. Technical difficulty. Now I'm ready. All right. Here we go. This one's called Gravity.
It's excellent, thank you. Here we are, let's get everything back.
Yo, well
There we
done,
go.
gentlemen. Great song. Lots of comments from our audience. We'll get on them when you guys get here. You're tuning in late and haven't read your video heading. This is Glass Alice coming to you from Youngstown, Ohio. I almost said Iowa, which would probably start a fight. So we're not going to do that. Glass Alice from Youngstown, Ohio, live here on the Invisible Man Show. Great song, guys. Excellent. I was just grooving away the whole time.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I screwed it up a couple spots, but like I said, this first time we've gotten together, and it's probably been a month and a half. So, and we've been working on new songs, so that's my fault.
It's all
Well, you know
good.
what? Well, the key to messing up is do what I do, is when you make a mistake, pull a face. And then everybody knows.
Yeah, that's the way to go. Just big smile.
I didn't do it.
Big smile and palm muting. That's the way to do it, right? There you go.
Right. Yep.
So we've got various things getting thrown out here from the audience. We have Lisa Hermensky. This is for your first song. Loves that particular song. I think your first one was which one? Gravity.
Bitten. Then we did Gravity, and then we did Oh Boy.
Yeah. So Gravity was the one she was responding to. Love this song. Your buddy Nicholas Richard.
V.
Vicarelli. Vicarelli.
All right. Nicholas also agrees that this song is awesome.
thanks.
Ron Zaragoza has commented numerous times about how much he loves the song, including descriptions like sonic art, and 2 more mics and a backup scream would be icing on the sonic cake. So great descriptions there coming from our good friend Ron. Tons of bands are keeping rock and roll alive. Glass Alice, keep it up. You guys, there's no substitute for a live band who can actually play their instruments, so way to go.
Oh, thanks.
And also, Shalim has one of our good friends, Shalim, who's been a long-time viewer, has also said he's just ordered your CD. So,
thank you.
There you go.
anyways, and that's all at glassalicemusic.com, right,
Yes,
guys?
it is. Yep.
And
Glass
our
Alice-
merch is on Amazon.
Yeah, we
Okay,
actually
perfect.
partner with Amazon, so I get to design the shirts. We get to design them. They sell them, and and that way you get 2 days shipping, free Prime quality, merch, and and custom made ones too. So we're trying to put a
Nice.
little spin on things, make it worth people's money. So.
Yeah,
And I just
right
want to
on.
jump.
Oh,
I just want to jump in there for links to the website and many of Glass Alice links. Look in the description of the video. So on Facebook, I think you look up, and on YouTube, look down. Lots of clickable links. Go check them all out.
Yeah, check us out.
Well, that hour went way too quick. So
It went really quick.
it was a great show there. Before we run out, maybe we'll give you a little bit of a teaser. One of the comments was asking about the equipment. What kind of stuff do you guys use? What do you prefer on your for your instruments? You want to give us a quick round table once over what everybody likes?
Okay, I'm running off a Black Star head, a PV cabinet. I run a Gibson SG, and my pedals are Boss pedals, basically. I run a Zoom pedal also.
I don't even know what amp. It's not even worth mentioning, but for the live stuff. But I'm into guitar, so I have a real nice Ibanez. It's like a $2,000 Ibanez, and Jim Ward hated it. He wouldn't even let me plug it in, and so I was so pissed. So I had to use Mike's SG, and then I see why. Like the Gibson SG, it's a badass guitar. So I ended up getting one recently. So yeah.
Right on. I'm a big proponent of Ibanez. That's my 6-string back there. So.
Right now on stage, I have the Pearl drum set with rototoms, Zildjian cymbals. Oh yeah, Zildjian cymbals, and I also have a Yamaha set. And then hopefully this next album, I do work the double bass pedal. So hopefully we could do some speed beats and stuff like that. So I know this album the next album will be more unique than this one, hopefully.
I got my MXR here today, and I'm running the Squier Fender bass for today.
Nice.
For now.
Nice.
That's the
actually,
poor man's
Shalim-
bass right there.
So Shalim had a question.
That's the one
earlier.
that doesn't matter if he drops it, right?
Right. That one just gets thrown in the back of the truck.
Yeah. No, I'm a big fan of Ibanez. So when you mentioned Ibanez, I have like 2 Ibanez basses. There's my Jackson, and I don't even know who makes that one, but nobody here cares. And then a cheap PV guitar there. That's my cheap PV electric that I do all my basic writing on. So
Got a question actually from Shalim earlier.
Yes.
Actually, and I'm pretty sure it was Shalim. So apologies if it was someone else. What venue are you playing at right now?
We are playing we're in Salem, Ohio. We're in a community theater. They were great enough to let us come and do this. John knows more of it. This is John's kind of deal. John teaches drums also. Philip also plays guitar and sings. We're all multifaceted, but we're right now in Salem and the theater.
Yeah, we're just at the Salem Community Theater on Main Street, and we thank the business manager, Karen, to give us this opportunity. But yeah, Salem, Ohio.
Excellent. Sorry, Ryan. I
Yeah,
interrupted
thanks,
you.
Karen.
no, it's all good. All good. Yeah, I think that's it's probably a good place to end it. Again, all links for for Glass Alice are available in the description. If you want to buy any of our stuff or check into us at invisibleman.ca, that's on the bottom down there. Check us out. Anything else that you want to add into that, Mike? Matt? Mark?
Get it out. Get it out.
I need coffee.
Yeah, I also answer to Janine and Ethel. Right. Doctor. So thank you very much, guys, for joining. It was.
Thank you.
We've had some technical challenges. I think we've coped fairly well.
Whose idea was it with the Invisible Man thing? That was pretty funny. You had him floating through space.
Oh yes.
The intro.
Yeah, that was actually
That
based
is
on.
all Mark. That is all.
Yeah,
Mark
that was
right there.
so based on the song, one of our singles that we put out. Just a web single.
That's cool.
Yeah, the Invisible Man.
No,
and then-
thanks, guys, and yeah, let us know what's up, and we're happy to come back and. We appreciate it. Yeah,
That'd be
anything we
great.
can do, let us know. Okay.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it very much.
I'll be back.
Check us out, everybody.
That's great. Thank you so much. And a very big thank you to everybody in the audience, particularly I want to single out Ron Zaragoza for lots of comments and suggestions there, Shalim as well. And there are obviously some other people there as well that we mentioned. So thank you very much, guys, once again. And a big thank you to Ryan for stepping in,
Thank you again.
taking over to interviewing while I
Rock
was
on.
managing the back end. So thank you very much, everybody. And we'll catch you all next week with Brandy Vizina. See you then. Bye-bye.
Oh,